Greetings and welcome to From the Basement. This video is the introduction video to Game 104 for Johnson County Community College. If you are not enrolled in this class, there's going to be little value in this video for you. If you are enrolled in the class, welcome. My name is Richard Fleming, and I shall be your instructor for this course. Now, this course is primarily a lecture and test course when it's face-to-face. Given that this is an online course, it's going to be primarily directed reading and test. There will be a couple of videos to highlight certain points out of the book, and I'll definitely have a video covering the course, or the degree program here at the college. But for the most part, it's going to be self-directed reading due to it being in an online format. Please don't underestimate the course just because it's a 1 credit hour course online. It still takes discipline to read and make progress every day, and you're not going to have that mental pressure of knowing that you need to be in a specific room at a specific time or the instructor is going to notice. If you don't do the readings and you don't do the exams, you will fail the course, and an F is an F. That can cause you problems on your transcripts. So, please don't underestimate the course. Also remember, this is a summer course. You've only got 8 weeks to get everything done. It can go a lot faster than you think. Now, the purpose of this course is to give you an overview of both the game industry and the degree program here at Johnson County Community College. To that end, there's really not a lot of tools or resources needed. Like I said, you need the book, which the book is Fundamentals of Game Development by Heather Maxwell Chandler and Raphael Chandler. Available, of course, in our bookstore or wherever you want to purchase your books from. It's a pretty good book. We will not be going through the whole thing, but we will be going through a decent amount of it. Now, since there's not a lot of resources for the class, I do want to cover some general resources for the college. Off of the college's main page, of course, you probably already know this one here, but the login list here gives you access to My JCCC, Desire to Learn, Papercut, and an easy access to resetting your password. The main thing I want to show off the main page is accessing the academic calendar, because there's some important dates you need to try to keep track of. You go to Academics and Programs, Academic Calendars, and then choose the semester that you want. In this case, summer 2014. This will give you all of the important deadlines or dates for the course. A couple of the really big ones would be June 9th being the last day to drop an 8-week course and receive a refund. And I will have to ask the administration, because it looks like we've got 2 dates on last day to withdraw from an 8-week course with a W on the student's permanent record. So I don't really get that one. So if you want to drop the class, check with the Student Center. I will also try to get this clarified, because I honestly don't understand why we've got 2 dates for the date to withdraw with a W on here. So keep that in mind. There's a little bit of confusion here. But this is very important, has all the important dates for the class, has any and all holidays, which doesn't really apply to us since we're an online class. This is also where you would find your final exam schedule during the regular semesters. Okay, moving off of that, on to the library. There's a couple of good resources at the library. One, which is not on the webpage here and is only available on campus, is that 1 year for the Game Developers Conference, which is the conference for the game industry, they produced a set of DVDs that had recordings from every session at the conference. This is an invaluable resource. I highly encourage you to go to the library, check it out, and watch some sessions. Please do so. That'll give you a good feel of what it's like in the high ends of the industry. Some of those talks are really technical, especially on the programming and art sides. So it'll give you a good view of what are you getting yourself into. It's a resource material, or not a resource material, research material. It's in library only, is what I'm trying to say. You can't check it out and take it home. So the other resource from the library is under their databases. If we go to Browse Databases, Subjects, Technology, at least it's the easiest way for me to find it, Safari Textbooks Online. This is an excellent resource. It contains just tons of technical, scientific type books online. This includes a lot of books on game development, both programming and design books, although focused a little bit more on the programming than design. There's also science books, math books, business management books, all sorts of things on here. These are, full professional books, that you can read for free online. Highly encourage you to use this resource. If you're off campus, you will need to use your My JCCC ID to log into that system. On campus, don't need to worry about it. All right. Speaking of My JCCC, you guys are probably already quite familiar with this system, so there's not much I'm going to go over on this one. The one thing I do want to point out is the Activate Student Email. As a personal control method for me to make sure that you and only you are getting information about your courses, I don't do any course-related communication on non-StuMail accounts. So if you want, ask me what your grade is, or grade updates, or assignment updates, things like that, it's got to go through the StuMail account. That's just something I do for accountability to make sure that you and only you are getting your information. Also, if I notice there's a problem, for example, you submit an exam but no questions are answered, now, I will use your StuMail account on file to contact you to let you know, hey, I've got a problem, what happened here? So any sort of course communication I will do through the StuMail account. So please activate your student email and make it a habit to check it once a day during the summer semester in case there's some important announcement or message that you need to read. Moving on to Papercut. Papercut is the printing management system we have on campus. Potentially not all that big of an issue for you this semester if this is the only course you're taking because there's nothing to print. If this is your first time on campus, you get, I believe it's like 100 pages or 200 pages per semester that you can print out for free, and then after that you have to buy additional pages. I believe it's 2 cents per page, I think. You can that initial allotment is use it or lose it. Please don't just use it because you have it, but it does not roll over. So just because you don't use your summer allotment doesn't mean that it rolls over and you get even more in the fall. It doesn't work that way. Now, if you buy additional credits, those do roll over from semester to semester. And no, I did not buy $1,000 worth of print credit. That's just how they credit the instructor accounts. I don't think anybody's quite that crazy. The last resource that I want to go over, that's sort of a general resource, is DreamSpark Premium. It's an agreement we have with Microsoft that gives students free access to a lot of things. Probably of most interest would be, and of course I timed out on my account here. The biggest interest most likely for this course would be free access to all of the operating systems. So you get Microsoft Windows 8.1, boo, sorry, Windows 7, I think we got Windows XP around here someplace. Nope, okay, they took that off. Okay, so it looks like Windows 7, but again, that's the full version of Windows 7, language packs, Vista. Oh, that's right. They discontinued support for XP, so you can't download that anymore. So yeah, basically Windows 7. Not that I have anything against Windows 8.1, boo, or Vista, boo. Also a lot of other things too, most of which are questionable value for this course, but still, excellent resource. Now I like bringing this one up because the email you're going to get on this is going to look kind of spammy. I've had a lot of people tell me that they thought it was like a spam email and they just delete it without reading it. Don't. Excuse me. If you see an email about DreamSpark, read it and keep it. For some reason you don't get this email, I believe you can send an email request to the help desk, helpdesk@jccc.edu, and ask them for your DreamSpark setup email, and they should be able to help you out on that. And that pretty much covers the introduction to Game 104. I hope you guys have a good time with the course, and if you are going to be continuing along with the game development program here at JCCC, you and I will definitely be meeting in the future. So, until then.